Helping Contractors Make More Money and Live Better Lives by Greg Vandenberg. Okay, requesting more information. I've given you guys a lot of important tips, and there's a lot of important tips in the book, 501 Contractor Tips, that are helpful to almost every contractor. Just can't imagine a contractor not being able to find something valuable in this book. And if you can't find anything valuable, send it back to me. I'll give you your money back. It's that simple. Now, this is one of those tips you need to pay attention to. It's called requesting more information. So let's say that you're bidding the job, you're bidding the project, and you find something. You find a structural post that's in the way of a couple of plumbing pipes. This is a big problem. It's going to affect the floor joist. There's a structural beam in the floor. And you're just not going to be able to work around it. It's an architectural design problem, and the engineer made it worse. This isn't information you need to tell anyone about, unless you get the job. Now, the reason for this is you don't want to be giving away any valuable information like this. Because this is just going to help the other contractors. You're actually doing someone else's job. Don't. And I'm telling you right now, don't get caught up in it either. If you have the job, you have a signed contract, this is when you give this information to the architect or the project manager. Now, I've done this plenty of times. I've bid so many jobs that have had problems. And I don't share it with anyone until I have the contract signed. Now, keep this in mind. I did this a couple of times before I learned my lesson. This is the advantage that you have over me by watching this video. You don't need to look like a hero, which is what I thought. I thought, I'm gonna tell these people a couple of their problems they have, and I'm gonna get the job. I didn't get the job. These people actually treated me worse than I'd expected. I thought I was doing them a favor. I was actually embarrassing them because I was, telling the architect, the engineer, and the project manager things they didn't know. And this was more intimidating to them. They didn't want someone working on the project that knew more than they did, or at least knew how to do their job and my job and someone else's job. So be careful. If you find anything out that you need to request information on, and it's going to affect the price of your estimate, adjust your estimate accordingly. You don't need to make any notes. Hey, I'll do this if this problem is fixed. We're going to have to readjust the price. Simply give them a price with your best guess, your best estimate. And if you don't get the job, they can deal with it. And I've lost plenty of jobs where they've had to deal with these things and went back to the job to see what it was. And again, you see a smile on my face because I do get some satisfaction. I've got to admit this. I'm not a total jerk, but I do get some satisfaction out of explaining something to someone. Like, don't hire the cheapest contractor. Don't hire someone who isn't experienced. Or this is what you get. Actually, sometimes I can go and take pictures of these projects. I'm not allowed to put them on the internet, but I have pictures that I have. I can look at every once in a while, and it reminds me of why I need to make these videos, why I need to create books for contractors to help them out, to give them a leg up over the other contractors, So again, don't give away any of your secrets. Don't give any information like this. This is valuable information. Don't give it away. Don't share it with other contractors. Keep it to yourself. Adjust your price accordingly to worst case scenarios and turn your estimates in. If you get the job, then lay everything out on the line. Visit some of our other websites today if you're interested in finding more helpful information on construction.